This is Force on Force, a bracket-style tournament pitting the branches of our military head-to-head on the water. The site is Lake Fork in northeast Texas. The commander for this operation is Major Cody Robertson. Each matchup begins in the top, the Tactical Operations Center, set up lakeside, where Major Robertson delivers the rules of engagement for the day.
Yes! Yes! This is what we come to Lake Fork for! Air Force! You lose, Air Force! Yes! Yeah! 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 That's what I'm talking about! Yeah!
This is the first round and the first matchup, and since we're talking about firsts, the Army team of David Burns and Robert Maddox took first place last year. And in Force on Force, the defending champions always come back to take on a new field of competitors. Before hitting the water, this year's group held a banquet the night before, honoring Burns and Maddox.
We're all here to congratulate David Burns and Robert Maddox on their Force on Force Season 2 championship and present them their trophy and their rings and all of the prizes and great products from all of our sponsors from Season 2. So please give them a big round of applause. I want to present you your championship ring from 2013's Force on Force Championship. And Robert, your championship ring as well.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, guys. Job well done. Wear them proudly. Cool.
Thank you, sir.
But that was last night. Today is filled with challenges. First off, the competition. Representing the Marine Bass Anglers, Robert Richards, a Master Sergeant with 20 years service in the Marine Corps, and Kyle Tudor of Glenpool, Oklahoma, a former E5 with 2 deployments.
I know what your intelligence report is. I've seen a little bit of your intelligence report.
Hey, you have you seen my maps?
And I ain't scared of you just because you got a bodyguard.
Takes a champion to beat a champion. These Marines are gonna start throwing rocks. Gotta protect my cranium, brother. I'm not getting any younger.
Don't be in such a hurry to be embarrassed.
Yeah, we're not getting any younger. We don't want to be as old as you by the time this show goes.
That ring that we got you presented to us.
Yes.
Get it last night?
Like the Super Bowl ring of fishing.
I think we need to get another one right next to you.
I got 2 fingers over here that could use it. Well, he heard Marines throw rocks, so he's protecting his cranium.
He needs to be careful. You're gonna break them old bones. Right on.
Let's go, First Sergeant.
Yeah, they say.
Fish handshake.
You know, they say the best soldier for the job is a Marine. Yeah.
Anglers, welcome to Season 3 of Force on Force. I'm Cody Robertson, your ground commander for this operation. Gentlemen, the country has been at war in multiple theaters of operation for 12 plus years. It's time to bring a esprit de corps of competition back to the waters here at Lake Fork, Texas. Gentlemen, your mission is to represent your branch's service. You will face off Force on Force on the #1 share lunker lake in the country, Lake Fork, for the best 5-fish limit and big fish to see just who can adapt, overcome, and achieve mission accomplishment. Gentlemen, direct your attention to the rules of engagement. This is a 4 hours only tournament. It's no holds bar. Everything goes. Anything between 16 and 24 does not count. If you measure that fish and count it, you will be disqualified. Anything over 24 inches count. Is everybody tracking?
Yes, sir.
It's a 5-fish, big fish as well, and then 6 rods. You'll each be provided, this is a new twist to the tournament this year, each team will be provided 6 Denny Brauer Elite Series rods and Evercast reels for this operation. You'll also be provided Dermatone skincare products. You'll get your entire Strike King basic load, all of your Strike King product that you'll need for this operation. And you'll be provided BioBore fuel additives to protect your boats. Gentlemen, bring it in tight for your G2 Intelligence Lake report.
Here is your G2 report. Lake Fork is one of the great big bass lakes in the country, but the timing of this competition is during the lake turnover, that transition time when water temperatures at various depths become similar, and it'll make fishing tough. Air temperatures will begin in the 40s on their way up to the 60s, but wind is a major factor today. Gusts are up to 30 miles per hour and coming from the north.
Plug is checked, straps are checked. Hey, don't let these big waves scare you guys.
Nice to see you got your balance placed in the right spot. Watch your step, son.
Watch your step there, young man.
Don't forget to put the PFD on. All the way down, brother, all the way down.
Got him? Get him in the boat, get him in the boat.
Force on Force is brought to you by BioBore Fuel Additives, by Power Pole, the shallow water anchor, by Strike King, and by Skeeter Boats.
But what makes my dog tag special to me is there's a dog tag on here that doesn't belong to me. It was my father's. And he gave it to me after he pinned on my wings. I went to airborne school, and he was Navy, and he gave me all kinds of crap about it. And out of the blue, during the graduation, he showed up at Fort Benning, Georgia, purely unannounced. I had no idea he was going to be there. And he put my wings on and gave me blood wings, and then he slipped this into my hand. I wore it ever since, had it ever since. And today, you know, so I only have one of mine here. My son is wearing the other one. So that's why I have it.
Our teams are on the water, fishing for 4 hours, knowing only one team will advance. And the conditions are not optimal, cold and windy. But just like in combat, you have to adapt and overcome.
Just stay in the boat. That's the key to winning today. Staying in the boat. Because I tell you what, it's rough.
Also in combat, you work as a team. David Burns is throwing a Strike King 1.5 crankbait with a depth of 8 feet. Robert Maddox is using the 5XD, which dives down to 15 feet. This will help the team determine a target depth.
See, I'm hitting, that comes out a ways there, just so you know.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling it right there, and I was about 12 foot off, and I bumped concrete all the way out.
Moments later, a big moment in this competition.
There's fish on. All right, he's gone. That was under the slot. That was a keeper.
Yep. Hopefully that won't bite us.
Remember those words. It's early on, but both teams are realizing that every ounce will count in order to advance. The Marines are heading south, nearly all the way to the dam.
This time of year, the shad start going to the back of the pockets, and we should be able to hopefully isolate them in some deeper water, and hopefully we'll be able to catch our limit pretty fast.
Plus being close to the dam, the water cools down faster being clear, so we can be able to get out there and hopefully get them up shallow, get them out deep, and we can catch them in both.
We're gonna have to leave a little early so to make sure we can get back in one piece for safety purposes. That's not the roughest ride I've been in, but it's darn sure close.
At first, the Marines were catching a lot, just none of the catches were fish.
There's no way you're hung again.
Yep, I am.
Did you get it back?
Not yet. I got her. Good Lord, are you freaking kidding me?
You got it?
Yep.
Did you bring the brush pile with you?
Half of it.
You may just need to slow down and regroup.
The crankbaits were all over the logs and other items, so a little adjustment was needed.
It's all right, we'll get one right here in a minute. Kind of sneak up on them and kind of drill them. Any other of your family members ever in the military?
My father was in the Army. I had an uncle that was in the Air Force. And both of my grandfathers were in World War II for the Navy.
They still alive, your grandfathers?
Do what?
Your grandfather's still around?
No, they both died before I was even thought of.
Our competition, Robert Richards, Marine Corps, originally from San Diego, California.
Yeah, we got this from our intel report.
Yep. Tudor, I think is his name.
He's a big fella.
He's a big fella, big Marine. I wouldn't want to tangle with that boy on a bad day.
No, sir.
I don't think I want to tangle with him on a good day. But got his heart's just as big as he is. And where's he from?
So I'm gonna feel bad when we eliminate him.
Where was he from?
I believe he was an Okie.
Got him? In the boat, get him in the boat.
Yeah, baby. About speaking time. Ooh, almost 15. Oh, no, wait, 14 and a half.
How much does he weigh? One what?
152.
158?
52.
152. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drift all the way back down. We're gonna fish those all back up again.
Boy, after catching that fish, I'm happier than a redneck during the Duck Dynasty Marathon.
Drift on.
Easy, buddy, easy. We have no net, okay?
Force on Force is brought to you by All Seasons Feeders, by Ardent, by Bass Angler Magazine, and by Oakley.
These are our Zico shoes, and everybody should have a pair because they're fantastic for fishing. But I serve a dual purpose. It's our secret stash of Strike King. We made a midnight run. We raided all the local tackle shops to get ourselves some good Strike King Rage Tail products. Oh yeah.
What? A secret stash of contraband Strike King lures? Well, this calls for some explanation. Everyone knows the best place for tackle on Lake Fork is the Angler's Pro Shop in Emory. But getting an extra edge on your opponent calls for a little covert operation.
Fast to the tree.
May I help you?
Yeah, you got any Striking XD10 deep divers?
Yeah, they're in that middle aisle about 3/4 of the way back on your right.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, that's a good choice. You found what you needed?
Yes, sir. What do I owe you?
Good luck with that lure, okay?
Thank you, sir. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you for your service.
Mission accomplished.
The basic loadout is all good stuff, but you know, we're Army. You have to be flexible, be ahead of the game. You want to survive. And by golly, that's what we're gonna do.
It's just past 11 o'clock and the Marines have one fish on the scoreboard weighing 1.52 pounds. With just over 90 minutes left in the competition, the Army needs a break. Perhaps that secret crankbait will provide the tipping point, one way or the other.
Ouch! That hurt my finger. Okay, Strike King hooks, very sharp.
Drift on.
Easy, buddy, easy. We have no net, okay? It's a bass. Keeping him clear of the stumps for you. He's barely hooked. Oh my God, I hope he goes. I hope he is under 16. He's gonna be close.
Mouth closed. He is 15 and a half.
Yes!
Yes! Let me put them on the scale. When I find it. Here it is. This year we brought our own scale. If you recall, last year, somebody saboteured our scale and took the batteries out of it. So we brought our own. We got 1.69, brother.
1.69. I'm gonna take that fish.
We'll take it. Put the fish in the boat.
I'm gonna take that fish.
All right, buddy. One. Good boy.
Well done, Dave. Well done.
Good five, buddy. Come on. He actually hit off the side of that bunch of stumps right here. Threw it between the stumps and the large stumps, brought it around, and he hammered it right on the outside of the stumps, and he just bolted straight across. We don't have a net, so you just kind of tire it out a little bit, and keep tension on it, and you usually won't lose that fish as long as you can maintain tension on the fish. And that worked out well. We may have found something.
The defending champions from the Army have the narrowest of leads, 1.69 against the Marines' 1.52. It is clear this first-round battle will come down to fractions of a pound. Force on Force is brought to you by BioBore Fuel Additives, by Dermatone, by Bassminder, by Valley Fashions, and by FantasyBass.com. The easiest fantasy fishing to win. Register, play, win. These are the final moments of the first round of Force on Force action. It's the Army against the Marines. Conditions are tough in this 4-hour foray for fishing's top military honor. And the Army team of David Burns and Robert Maddox lead the Marine Corps team of Robert Richards and Kyle Tudor by 0.17 of a pound. With a half-hour left, the Marines are thinking about a long ride back to the top. 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts will make the return boat ride bumpy.
Not looking forward to that run back. Just hope you make sure that you put the hydraulic jack plate down.
Yeah. I don't think the cameraman's looking forward to the ride back either.
But then a turning point on a tough day.
Got him?
Yep.
Get him down, get him down. You want the net?
Nope.
Attaboy.
13 and a little over half. $108.
All right, we got 8 minutes. Fish every minute and 30 seconds.
There he is. Yeah!
Come on. About 12 2/3.
The Marines don't know it yet, but the balance of power shifted, and they are leading the defending Force on Force champions, and time is running out.
I'd go down there, I think.
I can go full
We had a fish down there this morning. It's like going back on a place that already was spotted, right?
Let's hit it. We will have about 15 minutes.
That's fine. We'll hit it hard. I got a 2.5. You got a 5 on there, so we're good.
You got 15 minutes to glory, my first sergeant.
That's it. Let's do it.
Will you stop hitting the bridge?
I'm trying a different perspective. Give it a different angle. I hit that bridge so hard. Look what I did to it. I took the bill right off of that thing. Now I turn this into nothing but a top water. Look at that.
Get him, top, get him, top.
The top water.
Work it!
Yeah.
Work it! Private! Boy, that's your job. That's
Drop, private!
No more fish for the Army today, but they are not without comment on their competition.
By the way, did you notice that we didn't even have to use the bathroom while we were out here with you the whole time?
The Marine, I bet the Marine Corps did.
You know why that is? Because we are disciplined both physically and mentally.
But the
we
Marine
can
Corps
turn that off.
But the Marine Corps
The Marine Corps were back there squatting off the back of their boat. Top, we are a well-oiled machine. It is exactly 15 after. We are preparing for departure.
Oh, welcome back, gentlemen. I'm glad to see you made it back safe and sound. You both met Time Hack on mission. Go ahead and place your Strike King basic loads on the table. And beginning with Army Bass Anglers, walk us through your sit rep for this afternoon, beginning at 0800 for your after-action review.
Yes, sir. 0800. We executed the LD right here. Moved out to our first point, which was at the end of the bridge. Lost one fish at the end of the bridge, but was able to see it. From there, spent maybe 15 minutes there. Executed movement over to a coordinating point. Only came in with one POW, sir. 1.69 pounds, Army, one fish.
So one fish, 1.69 pounds on a tough day, windy conditions.
Yes, sir.
Went all the way down to the dam to our first starting position. We got there approximately 0830. Proceeded to fish for the next 2 hours with nothing. So we went to our second area at approximately 1200. We boated our first fish, 1.52 pounds. We then took advantage of noticing the ambush point, went along a little further, and proceeded to put 2 more fish in the boat, a 1.08 and another fish at 0.92 for a total of 3.52 pounds, 3 fish.
3.52, your biggest fish was 1.52. So 3 fish, big fish. Sounds like we got a new winner, and you guys just defeated Season 2 champions to move on to the next round of competition. Congratulations, Marine Bass Anglers.
Right, sir.
Congratulations, shake hands. Job well done, guys. Good job.
Good job, guys.
Thank you, big guy.
Good job. Job well done. You guys got something to be proud of. You beat last year's champs. We'll move out and draw fire.
Right.
David, I need my ballistic helmet back.
Just getting comfortable, sir.
I don't know about adverse, but the conditions were terrible. You know, and we just fished the best we could, and we didn't get a chance to pre-fish, and Top performed. He was fantastic, and he saved the day for us. And quite frankly, I lost the fish that could have taken us to the next level, and that's just fishing. It was painful and it hurt, and I knew in the minute that fish got off at the boat that it was gonna make a difference, and sure enough, it did.
So our first battle is complete, and the defending champions are out of the tournament. The Marines advance to the next round.